Hello and welcome wherever you are. This is part one of two videos. These two videos are dealing with how to build wooden knobs, which of course you can use in many tools within your workshop. Part one deals with how to cut a circle, and part two deals with how to turn the circle into a 3-lobe, 4-lobe or 5-lobe wooden knob, and then it goes on to show you how to construct a long stem so that you can produce something of this nature. You can see this is a rather long stem, and of course these are rather difficult to find in the actual suppliers. They usually give you a knob that has got a very short stem. So the first part, as I said, first of all I will show you the tool that I have made to construct and cut the circles, and then to actually dress up the circle and get it ready to cut the lobes. Cutting the lobes and so on will be the subject of the second video. So let's get on with it. Here I shall turn a standard bandsaw into a precision circle cutting machine and then transform that raw circle into a perfectly centered industrial grade clamping knob. In this video I'm going to be bridging the gap between basic shop jigs and machinist level accuracy. To cut this circle, I shall use this piece of chipboard, and before I go any further, I shall find its center. And the next step will be to drill a 6mm hole in this center. So now, as you can see, I have drilled a 6mm hole in the center of this piece of chipboard. And before I proceed to make the circle, let me explain to you how the circle machine or tool was made and how it is set up on the bandsaw. Here you can see my bandsaw, and in a moment I am going to show you the tool that I shall use for cutting the circle. Let me describe and show you the tool. This is a very easy tool to make. As you can see, it's made out of chipboard, and basically it is a rectangle that has been fitted with two stoppers. One stopper along its breadth and one stopper along its length. Now let me show you the other side as well. This is the other side. And here I have machined with my table saw a recess or a track or a slot, call it whatever you like, which will accommodate this T-track. And as you can see, here I have drilled 3 holes through which I can accommodate this slider, T-slider. And of course, once the T-slider has been placed through here, I will then use a knob like this one here to secure the T-track at any position I want. So as you can see, this is dead simple to make. It is, in my particular case, it is 43.5 centimeters long. It is 30.5 centimeters wide, and the thickness of this chipboard is 16 millimeters. Now, once I had made this slot here and I had added the stoppers, I also cut with the bandsaw a cut along here, and once it is on the table of the bandsaw, this tool will stop so that the blade is at the center of this slot here. Let me show you how this will go on the bandsaw and accomplish what we want to make. So here is our inexpensive tool. I put it here so the blade can enter the cut we have made, and I move it forward, and now this stopper has stopped it from moving this way, and this stopper secures it so it doesn't move laterally. Now, the way we are going to do this is, for our example, we are going to cut our circle for with a diameter of 6 centimeters. So let me show you how I will fit the T-track on that slot here so that we can arrange our diameter of our circle. First of all, as you can see, I have moved the tool back, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up the T-track, and the slider for the T-track will go here, like so, and then I shall arrange 2 washers and a spring washer so that I can make the holding down of the T-track quite accurate. Okay, first of all, let us arrange the diameter. So basically, as you can see, all I did is put my ruler flush with the blade, and now the pin that I have here, which is again 6 millimeters, corresponds to the 30 millimeter marking on the ruler. Therefore, we have a 30 millimeter radius and a 60 millimeter diameter. Now, of course, as things stand at the moment, I could not put this there. So what I do is I move it back. I place my rectangle here. Make sure that the rectangle chipboard is well down so there is no movement. And basically I shall bring it just about here. And now I am ready to start cutting. I'm going to turn on my bandsaw. And I'm going to go forward until the stopper touches the table of the bandsaw. There we are. Now here I shall use this clamp to secure the tool to the table of the bandsaw. And now I am ready to start cutting. I rotate the piece of chipboard, as you can see. And now we are done. So what I will do, I will move the tool back. And there is our circle. Now, of course, what has happened here is that we need to dress up this circle because it has got some imperfections. And that I shall do on my sanding wheel. I have set the table of the sanding disc at 45 degrees because basically I want to do the periphery. I want to dress up the periphery on both sides. Nice. Okay. The next step is to set the table horizontal so I can do the periphery of the circle here. The Foundry of Ideas brings you inspiring concepts, plans, and updates that make your workshop a smarter place. And now we're done. Very nice, smooth surface. I just dress it up a little bit further with my sandpaper. And of course, having done one side, I'll do this side as well. And here we are. This is a very nice and very smooth circle, ready to be converted into something like that. And let me show you the reverse. It will be like that. But for this one, please be patient because that will be video number 2, which will be a little bit longer than today's video. But it's not going to be long. I think on Tuesday I shall upload the video that will show you how to cut the lobes on this very nice little circle. So, if you don't mind, I shall take my leave, and I shall see you in the next one.